Shooting USA is brought to you by SnapSafe. Use promo code SUSA15 for 15% off.
Absolutely dominant performance once again. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a massive body of work, your entire career, that leads to these instances that is the biggest stage in the world for practical shooting. What's the secret? How is it that you are able to dominate?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, we've known each other for years. You've seen me as a kid on the range, growing into the sport. The sport has changed between what I've known in 96, 99, all that period when I was traveling in the US to learn the American style techniques and comprehension of practical shooting, until what we have today, which have become way more athletic in the last, let's say, 10, 12 years than what it was in the past. It's more strategic also. So we have seen that it's no more the win every single stage, go for it every single run, and you'll still survive, you'll still be good. It's really today lose a fight if you have to go, but win the war. So we're really on the long run strategy. You need to evaluate your competition all the way through the event, make decision. When do you want to attack? When do you want to just fall back? And I don't know. How did I do that? I have no real clue. I just worked my ass as much as I could. I'm ready to lose. That is sure. I'm ready to give away my position anytime. But whoever will take it will have to fight for it.
That is a profound statement. At that level of success, essentially the pace setter, no matter the division, how big a piece of it is your physicality? Because, you and I are not young men anymore.
Nope.
You're into your 40s. I just turned 51. How do you stay at that leading edge physically?
Well, you not because you of course you work out every day like you were doing just before the call. I'll go work out every day. I do a lot of cardio just to be in shape on that part, being calm, be able to rest as much as I can in a short lapse time. Of course, I do also workouts physically, legs, arms, shoulders, and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's also the experience you have over the years that create that momentum through the end. You learn to. I mean, I can see the comparison in my son the last year, or even this year, early this year, where we changed strategy for that world shoot. He was typically the young, sure, good guy, good kid, trying to win from the very beginning, and he would crash and burn. And from the experience, you know that stay in the pack of wolves from the beginning. You don't have to lead from early first day, 2 days, but stay in that pack, and you know that pack will just get slimmer and slimmer. People will eliminate by themselves because maybe they see an opportunity. They will take a decision, take their chance, basically, for that. So that's one part. Second part is, as you say, we're not getting any younger. And like this year at the US National, IPSC US National, when I came in August, I was like injured somehow, but not injured because I did hurt myself working out or, doing some stupid shit. I just hurt myself trying to turn off the alarm early morning when I woke up. So, so this is how bad it is. And it took me 3 weeks, not 2 days like it used to be, 3 weeks to get rid of the whole symptoms, and a bunch of hours at the chiropractor. So Now you take precaution measures every day when you wake up. You think about, all right, should I do this? Is it really necessary to do that? Will I hurt myself or not? And so beside the working out of of, let's say, the shooter, the person itself, you're also thinking of the potential outcomes of what you're doing.
I believe it. I can fully relate to just simply turning the wrong way and having that be something you have to deal with for weeks on end. You brought up Robin, and I'm so glad that you did. I had the pleasure of meeting your son in Ohio and watching him shoot. And I asked you, if you remember, is there any distraction having your son competing with you? Are you taking away from your mental game to just be sure that he's okay? Well, that question was answered over a year ago, and I think the exclamation point has now been placed on the statement. Robin Grauffel is a world champion, 14th overall in production optics at World
Mhm.
Shoot.
Yep.
Obviously the champion as a junior. Is he 16 still, or is he 17?
17.
Yeah, that bloodline runs strong. I clipped a photo of the two of you on the podium, and it was I want to remember the caption: "Family Open Overall,"
Uh-huh.
and the Grauffels are there.
Yep.
Talk about that moment for a dad. The two of you on the top of the podium. Your son is now a world champion, the same way you were a world champion as a junior on that stage. That has to be just overwhelming.
It is. It is. And we were talking about it in different ways. And I said, listen, in 96, my first world shoot, it was actually in Brazil. I told him, listen, I came 18th overall, second junior and 18th overall. The first junior was Jack Lejano from the Philippines, one of the top shooter in open and then in classic for years. Good friend of mine. And I told my son, I said, Robin, can you imagine you are at the same age? You are having a better position overall and a better position junior as well. So the start is good. And when you mention, is it a distraction? I would say yes. Day one of that world shoot, I was focused on him. I was dedicated on him to get him started on the right track, making sure he stays in his line, shooting the proper way in order to deliver the expected score. We were targeting top 15. He's got top 14, so we're there. And of course, we were targeting first junior. We got it. So the score is there. But personally, my focus was on him so much. And at the end of the day, that day one, he was in third place overall. So not too bad. He had all the big boys behind him. I was like, holy shit, is it really happening? So when I understood his day one was good and he was in the mood of the match, completely dedicated, then I started to work on my own match. So because I can't be on both. I mean, I'm running also for myself. He's running for him. Apparently he's on the track. So I went onto my work. And yes, it's being able to bring your kid with you on the podium. I mean, my dad brought me to where I am, but he was not competing. So, but still, I had the feeling of being the kid and being with my dad on those competitions, those events. There, that was great. But that one, being with the kid on the same match, in the same team, on the same podium, you can't beat that. You can't beat that.
That's a life memory. I mean, that's what your caption in the post said, and it is a beautiful moment. Congratulations again, and congratulations to Robin. He was reserved when we met, but I think I'll be excited to see him over the next couple of years start to develop into the champion beater that runs in his bloodline, man. That's so good. Talk about the rest of Team CZ. I mean, you guys bring a stacked group. from Edson to the rest of them.
Yep. So we have a lot of the shooters. If we stick to production optic, so we had Edsel, fourth overall. You remember Edsel? It was at the carry optic, the second
Yes.
overall at the match. One of the top guy. Great shooter. Couple of mistakes throughout the match. He's close by, but well, it's a one-time event, so it is. It's always, let's say, frustrating. Of course, we all have expectations, and I was hoping for him to be on the podium. He's got just fourth, right behind Jacob. Good friend of mine, also from U.S. team and U.S. Army, as
Yep.
you guys know. Um, we have Martin Kamenicek also in the leading pack. So that PDO stack, we were there. Robin being our fourth in the team, and then we have Andre a little bit further back with a few mistakes during the match that put him in a difficult zone. Also, him not being national team because he's Slovakian, he was shooting off the super squads. So it also doesn't help, when you're like very much separated from the guys. It's not that simple to shoot at your best far away and different time shift. Production also, like if you look at what they did, the guys, I mean, we have of course Mason Lane won the match, great and excellent guy, excellent performance as a US shooter, but my two shooters, Raman Romitelli and JP, right behind. I mean, they're just on the spot, so I was pushing them forward. We trained together, and they absolutely did the job. They had some ups and downs on the match, and it's, of course, it's a 3 years event, so everybody stress out. You have doubts throughout the match. You have fears, maybe. So a couple of mistakes here and there, but they are present, so they really deserve the performance they brought, especially that Argentinian team, which is full CZ, one overall team, which was massive. Also, first time we have national team actually beating the US. We know US shooters are top guys. You have so many top shooters available into your own federation, USPSA, so that you can always align super strong team in every division. And this year was, I think, the first time where we have the Argentinian who took production, which is one of the strong main division in IPSC, and also France, basically, where we did the PDO, which for us never happened. I won titles individual, but in team, I always ended up second behind the Americans. And this year was the first time we managed that with so myself, Emile, second overall in PDO, and my son, who took the third place for the team. So that's for that part. We have open. We had two decent, strong position with Robin and Robin Shebo and Miroslav, who did good. Unfortunately, Robin has some small issue on one day, costed him like a huge chunk of points. I think one stage he lost somewhere 60 points. Unfortunately, so that I won't say did put a hand to podium access, but of course, when you lose that much in one stage, catching up, especially against Christian Saylor and the rest of the US team, because if you look at the open result, here US destroyed everybody. Let's be clear. There's no discussion. Of course, Christian being on top of his game, he's definitely one of the top guy and he's probably one of the guy that can also move from one division to another and take titles over and over.
Well, he's got youth on his side. I'll say that. He has age. I mean, he's 24-ish, 25 maybe. I mean,
Yep.
And he's training and he's
he's
showing the
training,
results.
and he has a very good understanding of the game. He
Yes.
knows when to push and he knows when to back off. So
That's
that's
right.
definitely a good aspect for him.
You bet.
That's
For you and the rest of Team CZ, how important is the equipment? We've got CZ as the title sponsor of the World Shoot, and Team CZ is deep. You guys are, I mean, how many shooters? At least 10 shooters on the team.
we're 18.
How important is the equipment?
We're 18. So
18
equipment,
shooters on the team. I could do
listen,
some
it's
more
like
research.
you're asking the same thing. That's the same thing to a Formula One driver.
Right.
I mean, a driver is a driver, fine, but a driver without the car is just a driver. A car without a driver is just a car. So
Yes,
you
sir.
definitely will need the shooter. Of course, we this is where we're trying to source different, assets, new talents and stuff. But we're working super hard in making sure our guns are reliable for the team. So we spend hours and hours in testing, building. One of my let's say secret talent is destroying guns. I like to blow them up. It's a good thing. You know how far you can trust the equipment,
Right.
So it's part of it, but it is super, super important that the team can rely on the equipment. Of course, there's always a risk. It stays mechanical. It's not because you guaranteed everything has been changed, everything has been controlled, everything is new prior to the match, and you tested the gun before. It doesn't mean that your gun won't fail for whatever reason. Plus, you have the ammunition also. You travel the ammo flies here, there, or you get the ammunition which are on the spot. Will your gun work with match ammo or local ammo? You don't know. So there's so many factors that can play against you or in your favor if it happens to your competition. That having a gun reliable that can eat pretty much everything, that helps a lot already. In the mental aspect, that helps 100%.
For you and your match, did you bring your own ammo? I know there were limitations on kilos in terms of weight, how much you could bring. Did you have any ammo issues? Did you have to use match ammo? How did that work for you?
I broke my ammo.
Good. I know
So-
there were some from the US who had some hangups or were only able to bring so much and had to cycle in some other from the match and so on.
So for my side, for my defense, it's easier because so I have a 5. So was that 11 pounds or 10 pounds for you? So 5 kilos.
Yeah.
So we have our
Yeah,
5 kilos.
exactly.
My son's got the 5 kilos, but that's not enough to shoot the match. However, my gunsmith is coming. For those who know him, Sebastian, he's always with me. He's taking 5 kilos. Now my media guy, Alan, maybe one day you'll meet, that travels here and there. He also took 5 kilos. So we were covered. So on our hand, it's good. But I have to pay 4 flight tickets, at the end of the day.
Well, yeah, I mean, just bill that back to the big C and the big Z. That's fine.
But at the end of the day, it's we got the ammo. But I know that some of the US guys had some issues, and some issues. I know that the container was shipped from the US. I knew it got delayed, but I got the info about the week before or 10 days before the match. So I reached out to a few of them I know, including Leighton. I said, guys, if you need, I have resource. We have ammo, so we can help you out if some of you needs.
That's cool.
Because you don't want to win without your competition. Right. So
you want to beat them at their best.
Exactly, and you want to make sure that they are happy and everybody get to work
right
the proper way, and that's how the competition should be.
I agree. What's next? What's next on the calendar?
Next, so Not much for the end of the year. Beside the match we have in my academy, I have a December match.
Hmm.
It's a small level 3 for IPSC, 12 stages indoor that
Hmm.
you can shoot in half day format. So basically, you shoot 12 stage in 5 hours. Since it's IPSC, we can shoot it and PCC and handgun, so you can shoot it basically twice and still get ranked for that. That's for the end of the year. But the year will start active. We have SHOT Show, and then I'll shoot the match in Florida, and then the different shows. Will start shooting in optics.
Hmm.
So the new division, which is limited optics for you guys that you already have.
Hmm.
IPSC voted for optics, which is the very first time. It has been a lot of work. I know a lot of RDs, including Leighton, defended the project. I was part of the working team for the definition of the division, where we wanted to be as close as possible to the USPSA definition. So
Hmm.
we have basically for the gun the same rules. The only main difference will be on the rig, where we are still in the basically the standard style, which is holster on the side behind your hip bone for the gun and behind your hip
Right.
bone for the mags.
Gotcha.
Uh, but
Excellent.
with that, no difference on the gun for US and let's say the rest of the world international. So that's the very first time we have some sort of IPSC USPSA connection. So I'm pretty
That's
happy about it.
exciting. Yeah,
Yes.
that's good news. And CZ Shadow 2 will work perfectly in that division, will it not?
Correct. And there
Yep.
will be more surprise coming for the next year. So we got
Oh,
something ready for it.
all
So,
right. Looking forward to that. We'll talk about that in January then. That sounds
yep,
exciting.
yep, yep,
Well,
yep.
that's everything I've
So
got, champ. Thank you so much for the time. It's beautiful. I love the fact that we can connect on opposite sides of the planet. It looks like a beautiful day there. And
it is. It
my
is.
congratulations again, and congratulations to Robin when you get a chance. Tell him I said.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. We'll tell him.